In the 1940s, workers harvesting peat in a Danish bog stumbled upon something shocking. A human face, barely beneath the surface. It was so perfectly preserved, they thought it was a recent murder. They called the police, but what they found was much older and far more mysterious. Carbon dating revealed the truth. The man had died over 2,400 years ago. He lived during the Iron Age. Today, we call him Tollund Man, a bog body preserved by the swamp's unique chemistry. His eyes, eyebrows, and even his jaw were still intact, but so was the rope around his neck. Was he a victim of murder or part of a ritual sacrifice? Some researchers believe he was offered to the gods. Others say he might have been an outcast or a criminal. Even now, Tollund Man continues to raise questions, centuries after his death. Just a few years after Tollund Man was discovered, another bog body was unearthed in Denmark. This one was named after the nearby village, Grauballe Man. Like Tollund, he was incredibly well preserved, but there was something different. His face was frozen in terror, his mouth wide open, lips stretched, fingers curled tight. Forensic scientists examined him closely. They found his throat had been deeply slashed cut from ear to ear. This suggested he had been executed while kneeling, perhaps as part of a ritual sacrifice. He was estimated to have lived around 300 BCE. His hair appeared red, but this was due to chemical reactions in the bog over time. Grains and fungi found in his stomach revealed he had eaten shortly before death. Was Grauballe Man a criminal? A prophetic offering? Or was he chosen as a scapegoat to cleanse his community of misfortune? Even today, this silent figure whispers to us, telling stories of rituals, fear, and forgotten beliefs buried in the dark soil. Archaeologists have found striking similarities among many bog bodies. Strangulation marks, stab wounds, broken ribs, even signs of burning. Are these coincidences? Unlikely. They point to something more intentional. These people weren't just dead. They were killed, and likely for a reason. Many scientists believe these were ritual sacrifices. In ancient times, natural disasters, bad harvests, disease or famine were seen as the wrath of gods, and to calm that wrath, a human offering was made. Some bodies were carefully positioned, naked yet decorated, their limbs bound, their heads facing the north. It seems these deaths were not about punishment, but communication. A message, perhaps, sent to the sky or to the world beneath. When studying bog mummies, one ancient figure inevitably comes to mind. A man frozen at the top of the Alps. Ötzi. In 1991, two hikers on the Austria-Italy border found a body in the ice. At first, they thought he was a modern mountaineer who had died in an accident. But the truth was far more incredible. He had died more than 5,300 years ago. Like the bog mummies, Ötzi was preserved by nature's extreme conditions, but not in peat and mud. Instead, it was the cold, dry ice that carried him into the future. Ötzi's body revealed remarkable details. An arrow wound, stone tools, tattoos, medicinal mushrooms, even the contents of his last meal. The tension of his final hours, recorded in his skin and bones. Just like the bog bodies, he carries a message. but it's written in a different language. One in ice, the other in mud. If you're curious about Ötzi's mysterious death and the clues his body revealed, check out our previous video. The link is in the description. This video includes no personal commentary, but if you'd like a fully narrated version, like Ötzi's story, just let me know in the comments, or simply leave a like. The secrets of the past no longer live in myths alone. Modern science is slowly unlocking the silence of the bog mummies. First, radiocarbon dating allows researchers to precisely determine the age of each body. Some date back to 400 BCE. Others are from the Roman era. Time is no longer a mystery. It's measurable. But what's even more fascinating is what lies inside the bodies. By analyzing stomach contents, scientists discovered that many had eaten shortly before death. Some consumed grains, others mushrooms, and in rare cases ash or toxic plants. This suggests that a final meal was deliberately given, a ritual farewell, or perhaps an offering. In addition, hair and nail analysis provides insights into their diet, stress levels, and even where they lived. Isotopic markers have shown that some of these individuals were not from the bog where they were buried. This raises a haunting possibility. Were some of them brought from afar, chosen specifically to be sacrificed? Scientific testing doesn't just reveal facts. It confirms that these bogs are one of the most reliable archives of ancient human history. Why were these people left in bogs? Not buried in the ground, but offered to the mud? Why weren't they laid to rest with stones and monuments, but in silence, in decay? The bog is neither land nor water. It's an in-between space, a threshold between two worlds. To ancient cultures, these landscapes were sacred gateways to the spirit realm. During times of disaster or imbalance, sacrifices were made in these liminal zones to restore harmony. The bodies found in bogs are often naked, their clothes removed, sometimes folded neatly beside them. Some wore ornaments. Some had painted faces. One theory suggests these people were outcasts, criminals, the sick, or the cursed. In this view, the bog was not just a grave, but a place of exile. Another theory sees them as chosen sacrifices, bearing the sins of their communities. In that sense, the bog became a pathway to the gods. These bodies are not just remains. They are the silent witnesses of history. Fingers buried in mud, eyes closed yet speaking. Each face a message that crossed millennia. Maybe they were sacrificed to gods. Maybe they were outcasts. But maybe they simply wanted to be remembered. The bog isn't just their tomb. It's a chamber of echoes. A vault of whispers carried through time. Each mummy doesn't only speak of the past. It asks questions we still struggle with today. Why am I here? Who left me behind? Is my voice still heard? And maybe, just maybe, those questions are also our own. Tollund Man, Grauballe Man, and Ötzi. They lived thousands of years ago, but their silence still echoes today. Their faces don't just reflect death. They reflect the quiet weight of being forgotten. And now we've found them. We've listened. We've tried to understand. If this video helped you feel connected to the past, If you want to see more stories like these, like the video, leave a comment and don't forget to subscribe. I haven't added personal commentary to this video, but if you'd like a fully narrated version like the one I did for Ötzi, just let me know in the comments. Because sometimes the voices of the past grow louder when someone chooses to listen.